Monkey King
What do you want
game.
to
I
do?
remember us playing Monkey King back then.
This game was a weird fucking game, man.
I died. Why was it weird?
You're gonna see why. You'll see real quick
You do not have
for
a
the
quelling
first
blade,
five
which I
minutes.
do not like.
What, a quelling blade?
Sorry, a fairy fire. Sorry.
Oh, fairy fire. Yeah, okay.
What the fuck are you eating?
Cookie, sorry.
Oh, good. You should definitely use Mischief, by the way, when he uses his W. Oh, you do actually. Never mind. Never mind. No, I take everything back.
I'm like, oh man, this one's gonna be nice.
I don't know if you care too much about mid item builds right now, but
I do not know much about Monkey King mid, so feel free to
I
tell me
don't
about it.
really see Wraithband or Bracer for that matter like ever right now. I usually see Nulls because they give spell amp and mana regen, and it's kind of all
Yeah.
mid
Definitely
fucking
Nulls, yeah.
int heroes want. I don't think actually ever I go Wraithband. I usually go like 2 or 3 branches, fairy and a quelling mid on monkey. If it's like a really high harassing link like Lina, you max W of course and just max W and stun and stack some walk and farm and go bottle first. But in this lane, I would probably skip this by Over Venom and Fairy Fire, and then probably just go like straight boots into Corrosion. That's what I'd probably do.
I've had some like Ember matchups where I don't go Wraithband and I can't hit him enough times before he threatens me. So I started I was like, oh shit, I can't get my Jingus up, so I want this little bit of attack speed. But like, I don't know if that's just like Ember specific or me being bad. I don't know.
I think if you have a Venom, there's no way he can trade with you actually.
Okay.
Like no way ever actually. Level 1, I think you score passive and you hit him. Yeah, you're crushing him in lane.
So I will say from this point on, I had a pretty poor gauge of how this game was gonna go.
Why is that?
I thought into their lineup it was pretty hard for me to fight, and I thought our lineup was pretty slow. So I thought I'm gonna go max W from here. Like that's what I was thinking. But I definitely realize you would do that too.
Yeah, I would do that too, and probably. Yeah, I would go 2-4-2 here.
So looking at both lineups right now, you would have gone 2-4-2.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better.
And I would definitely go like probably face boots Maelstrom this game because they have a lot of minions, and you guys only have you and Dusa for it.
Okay, any item that's more than phase boots, we don't need to talk about right now. So this is what ends up happening. So I don't know if I was supposed to have a salve preemptively here. I didn't really know what to do. I flew myself salve raindrops now because I see this. So I end up having 3 heroes in my lane for literally the next 4 minutes, and my other guys are.
What the fuck happened here? I think you could have just filtered in.
Just waited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might look did you know that guy was here?
Yeah, I knew he was coming from that side.
I think I would definitely just chill. Probably look tempting, but if you sub up there, I actually don't think they have enough damage to kill you with Enigma there.
Okay. So at this point, I said, "Fuck it, time to brawl, boys. I don't know what else to do with my life." That's what I said.
Yeah. I think I would definitely TP mid here.
Okay.
Generally, when I'm like playing her like monkey and I'm this far behind, I don't think it feels that good to do these moves. For me, it would feel a lot better to like farm like I don't know 2 more levels, at least finish your face boots and maybe like corrosion, and then start doing these fights. So I would definitely TP mid here, take like these 2 waves, and then probably make my way towards bottom with the rune. Is what I would have done. Because I think right now, like, what are you contributing to this fight? You're a stun, and that's like kinda it. Might end up working out there because you guys get 2 kills, but
it does work. But I'm not. I once again was not sure it was right.
I think like it worked. You know what could happen is that you will not really get into the game if you do these moves a lot. Because your hero will need farm, right? Like Monkey's a hero that needs farm on core position. So now this feels like mega bad, right? Because you and Deuce are both TP bottom, but you can't fight them.
I see. So you feel like this fight ends up happening because we don't really know what else to do, and then it sucks.
Yeah, this fight happens because you and Dusa both TP bottom, and like it's like it like feels bad, right? You TP and you want to move away instantly, right? It feels awful.
That's what I was thinking. I felt like I wanted to leave.
Yeah. So you guys end up hitting this tower because like, fuck guys, we're already here. Like, we kind of need to hit this tower.
That is pretty much the exact feeling I had. Yeah. So like, if you're saying that you kind of knew this was a bad TB because you probably had an idea that this was a feeling I would get eventually. Like, no matter what happens, this is probably a feeling I would have.
Like, if they end up not defending this tower, for whatever reason, it might feel like, okay, yeah, I got tower.
But there's a clear counterplay for the opponent, and there's not much we can do about it.
I mean, the clear counterplay is that you guys are pushing with this level 6 Medusa, who doesn't even have PTs yet, and a monkey who doesn't have face boots. I think if you go mid here, and Dusa TP's bottom, they still get their 2 kills, they still get these 2 kills. Dusa might hit the tower like 5 times, but then, like, in his head, he's also thinking, like, monkey's not here, I can't do this, and he just goes back to farming, like, jungle, you know?
I see. So I forced him kind of to do this because he feels like we've invested a lot.
I don't want to say, like, you force him to do stupid stuff, but I think you
I, like, slightly baited him.
Yeah,
I know
I think you both briefed each other a little bit. Because now it feels mega bad because you both die, I think, right? Like, now it's like, oh my fucking god, how the fuck do we win this game, guys? We went from, like, you lost lanes to, like, potentially, you know, GG's at, like, 9 minutes.
Their CK goes, like, Meteor Hammer, Shadow Blade, Sheep Stick. So we end up having a chance to win the game.
Okay.
Oh, I used my I used my BKB to get away from this because I saw the CK. I just let my Medusa pretty much get gone on here, and in the hindsight, I'm like, should I have just jumped in with him and YOLO'd? Because he almost kills all of them. And I'm wondering what you would have done here. And I'm like, was I just playing way too scared here? Am I like a pussy? Like, I actually don't know.
I think after that stun into Snake, and you see them like actually dropping, I think you full charge your W and jump in actually. Because you also have Tomb running.
Yeah.
I think that's some fight. That's like something you have to be like, alright. You know, if Medusa's dead, this game is probably gonna be over.
Yeah.
I mean, he has buyback, but it's like dying as Medusa always feels like awful. So like Medusa's one of those heroes you kind of have to keep alive.
So based on the fact that this is a Medusa, you would have just said
I would have like full charge.
With them. You would have just ride or died.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to fast forward to the moment.
It's you and Gorgc.
Yeah, it's me and Gorgc. I want to fast forward to this moment. So here's the moment right here. So right now, I'm thinking when the lane's this far out, I don't want to lane here. I feel like it's really bad for us because this guy has his Q and OD has his orb. So I say I'm gonna pull one wave, and then I'm gonna come back to you. That's what I said. And I'm asking you if I was supposed to pull there. And the reason I pulled is because we had 4 creeps and they had 3. So I predicted that if I didn't pull, the lane would be like here next wave. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not thinking the lane's too bad right now. I'm thinking the lane's gonna be right here, next creep wave, and that's like dog shit for us. That's what I'm thinking. So you can totally tell me I'm wrong. That's why I'm elaborating. So for me, I pull this wave with the intent to say, hey, just like you're gonna miss 1 or 2 creeps here, but now the lane's gonna pull back into your tower, and he feeds here. And apparently he bitched to his chat continuously that I left his lane. So I need to know who's wrong, who's right or wrong.
Can you let it play out actually?
Need to know.
This is actually how Secret plays like a lot of their lanes. Like Matu is generally like pretty alone in his lane, which means that he will often have a little less farm because Puppy is pulling, but he will have like all the experience. And this is generally how you play like lone druid lanes as well. When all the hero needs is like levels to be like strong on his own, you know. And this way the support gets like quite a bit of farm and XP too, because you're like kind of perma pulling.
Yeah.
Generally with Clinks, because the hero is so weak, like level 1 to I want to say like 3 or 4 even. I would probably have you stay in the lane until there's like I don't know like 3 or something, or he just skills like Invis level 3 or 4, and you stay until then, and then you say like, you know, if you're in trouble you have to skill Invis.
So my question is, you like, I mean, this isn't because like you are telling me you would have done what he wanted me to do, and my question is, I'm thinking when the lane's out here that we can't even lane because Dawnbreaker is gonna have level 2 if I had him pulled.
Go back.
And then they're gonna kill us.
So good at it again. I think you guys outtrade them, no?
You think we outtrade them?
With THC Clinks. If you guys play this lane like as a unit, like whatever you slow, you hit them together.
Okay, that's what he was saying. Okay.
I think you guys outtrade them because I think.
And you think that remains true out here? Because I'm thinking we just die. I'm thinking like the minute this guy gets level 2, we die. That's what I'm thinking.
You die or who Clinks dies?
I
don't think you die.
Because I'm saying whoever they choose because I can't save him.
I think you probably have to play in a pretty aggressive way. Like you kind of have to be.
Are
like
you saying like
trader.
so play so aggressively that I just soak up a lot of the damage?
Exactly. Yeah, you have to play like an ogre. Like a THG is generally It's just a high HP hero, right? So you have to
Yeah.
trade with them more. Kind of like an Ogre and Bane and THG. Like those type of heroes are all like pretty much the same. You trade because you're
Yeah, I mean,
strong.
if I'm Ogre, I definitely walk in front here.
Exactly. I think you just have to trade THG kind of like an Ogre here. Like,
okay.
This
So
guy,
my
like,
question is, in general, then, if you think the carry's really weak, you would lane more at them than if they were strong.
I mean, it depends, right?
Is it like, so say 1 to 10, right? 10's really strong, 1's really weak. You would lane with them if they're on the ends of those? Or what, like, do you have like a general rule for that? Because for me, I'm thinking if the carry is strong because of me, that I would lane with him.
Yeah,
and are you
I think that's
implying
Klinks.
that you think Klinks is really strong if I lane with him?
I think Klinks is very strong if you have someone that either slows his enemies, stuns them, or tanks for them. Because Klinks is a very high DPS hero. This Klinks hero in lane, in a way, where like alone he's completely useless. Because you're immobile, you're slow, you have no actual spells, but with someone else you deal a lot of damage. That is my graphics card, yes. I think.